Coming up, when working out, age really is just a number. We check in with a senior citizen who works out daily and says she's more limber now than ever.
It's honoring your age, but it's not figuring that your age eliminates you from the possibility.
And bone disease. Are you one of the millions at risk? We've got prevention tips coming your way right now on Beachbody Network News. Welcome to BNN. The National Osteoporosis Foundation just concluded a nationwide survey that reveals alarming news about Americans and osteoporosis risk. We'll have a report later in the show. But first, Christy Donovan checks in with a senior citizen who works out daily to yoga. Christy?
Thanks, Dar. You met this lady a couple of months ago. She's the mom of Beachbody CEO Carl Deichler and says that because she does yoga, she's more limber now than ever. More than just Beachbody CEO Carl Deichler's mom, Denny is an inspiration in of herself. A beautiful and fit 70-year-old, she credits her health with a yoga regimen she began decades ago when her children were still in school.
I would get them up and get them started and the breakfast started, and then I'd do my yoga. As I look back, what it must have looked like to them, you know. I was on the rug right there on the floor in this same house.
And now, after 35 years of dedication, Denny says she can do things she never could before.
When I grew up, I couldn't do gymnastics. I wasn't limber at all. And, you know, I'll be in a yoga class or doing something with friends, and somebody will say, wow, I can't even do that.
But if you haven't been exercising regularly like Denny, don't think it's too late to start.
I know a woman, a friend of mine, who's 65, and she has just begun exercising, and she's stunned by the change in her body.
Encouraging words that any body with a little help from Beachbody can change their bodies for the better, one step at a time.
The persistence is really what makes it happen, and not forcing the body, but just doing it easily. It's honoring your age, but it's not figuring that your age eliminates you from the possibility.
Thanks, Christy. You know, a lot of our programs feature yoga, so be sure to check them out. Now, the National Osteoporosis Foundation says that 55% of Americans over the age of 50 are living with or at risk of osteoporosis. But there are steps you can take to help minimize your risk of developing bone disease. Osteoporosis arises as bones deteriorate over time. But you can slow the onset of the disease by not smoking and getting up off the couch. A recent report by the International Osteoporosis Foundation found that smokers and people who sit for more than 9 hours a day increase their risk of bone disease by 50%. Excessive drinking is also bad for your bones. 34 million Americans are at a high risk of developing osteoporosis, and the IOF estimates that 1/3 of women and 1/5 of men will have dangerously low bone densities after their 50th birthday. Some factors that contribute to bone weakness, such as age, gender, and genetics, are unavoidable. But there are actions that you can take now that will help you avoid bone disease later in life. Studies show that aerobic, weight-bearing, and resistance exercises can strengthen the spine, and something as simple as walking can significantly help your hips. If you want to give your bones a boost, doctors recommend drinking 4 8-ounce glasses of milk each day, especially if it's been enriched with vitamin D, which helps calcium absorption. Or, for those with lactose intolerance or milk allergies, a daily dose of CalMag is a great alternative. Our bones are the support structures of our bodies, and when they're treated properly, they can break bricks for breakfast and come back for seconds. Or, at the very least, they should be able to withstand a fall down the stairs. If you would like to check the strength of your bones, ask your doctor for a DXA. Similar to a standard X-ray, this procedure is safe, takes less than 10 minutes, and can be performed at almost any hospital. To find out if you are at risk of developing osteoporosis, take the 1-minute osteoporosis risk assessment test at iofbonehealth.org. If you'd like more information on osteoporosis, you can visit www.nof.org. And if you're helping seniors in your community be more active, tell us. Send us an email at bnn@beachbody.com. We're waiting to hear from you. If you've missed a previous BNN segment, click on the Story Archive button below or download a podcast at iTunes. Coming up on Friday's BNN webcast, we're hanging with the gals from Yoga Booty Ballet. First, our cameras rolled up at an exclusive LA magazine party where invitees ate, drank, and of course did a little yoga. All that is coming up on the next edition of BNN. Now you can go back to your workout. We'll see you next time.